Okay, girl. You're just gonna have to deal with me sitting this way for a while. Just 1 second. I gotta fix my fan. What are you doing, goofball? Come on. Alright. Oh, that's right. It looks like, what's the place, no, 14, it's not El Amigo, it's the one that's before that, technically, the one that was, huh? No, 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 starts with an R, not Raz at Hans, obviously. Yes. Oh,
That sounds like a child.
that actually save.
Is that a real child or not?
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're the Imperial Army. And we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Then I'm going to find them and make sure they're safe. Can you stay hidden here until then? To the church, then.
Me too.
Damn, this town really just do be having bad frame rate no matter what.
Probably because you're about to get ambushed.
Yeah. Maybe they're... Doesn't need a potion? My dog knows Kira.
This man's gonna die if we don't get into a healer.
Enough of your barking, dog!
About time.
Oh, Jesus.
Stand back.
I mean, that is an effective way of doing that.
Who the hell are you? Clive!
God, that looks so bad because
Thought
of the
you weren't
delay.
coming.
You still alive, Gav?
Barely. Been doing what I can for the villagers, but...
I thought you were joking.
It's all right. He's with me. Is this everyone?
No, there were others. A pair of royalists came for the bearers just before you arrived.
Was a dominant among them?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
What's all this then?
I'll give you one guess where he's going. Clive,
Hey.
after him.
Man, if I only got a technique to move forward really fast.
Do you know what that guy reminded me of for a second? He reminded me of, you know that fucking Elmo? I think it's Elmo, where he just, he looks so like, oh no.
Yes.
I'll have to,
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. You wanna read this?
Lost Wing, a settlement located in central Sandbreak on the northern edge of the Great Wood. Having initially found prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders, it fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it, and eventually fell off the map entirely. The village is built both in and around fallen ruins that the people of Lost Wing claim was once called an airship.
Next
Hold
one.
on, I'll read that in just a second. I'm trying to do my nails at the same time.
Sid's faithful scout who puts his legendary nose to work in tracking the movements of slaves, soldiers, and any other object of interest to the hideaway. The ever agreeable fellow, only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if he can get a good story or two out of it. So he's fucking Thancred.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Thancred's better looking though.
Yeah. Mysterious
Let's see,
figure.
the Dominant of
There
Fire.
you go.
Mysterious figure who was first seen amid the chaos of the Imperial invasion at Phoenix Gate, immediately before the appearance of the second icon of fire, the very icon that slew the heir to the dual throne. Clive believes this man to be Dominant, who murdered his brother and was sworn to take his revenge. Wait, so is there? Wait, I'm confused. I'm gonna wait to ask my questions until later.
No. I believe Icon. I don't know, Clive is the second Ifrit. It's that I think whatever he saw when he had those headaches and the
Yeah,
cloaked person was talking, I
yeah.
think that weird fiery thing that popped up was basically Ifrit, and Clive traded places more or less. He got thrown into the backseat of his own mind.
The Sakuna Yuji type situation.
That or like Castiel. If you remember what his human said about it.
I don't remember. It's been far
Oh.
too long.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me? My thanks. To Our Lady of the Wind. And the King!
The Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta! Imperials!
Why did that guy sound like someone from Skyrim?
And instead of killing them, you lead the
Oh, that
rat
was me.
straight to us.
Mercy!
Kind of.
Look what we have here, boys. An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored. Boo.
Where did?
Oh, she's gonna do a full transformation?
Nope.
Dance, Gerard!
Or did she just do like a harpy or something? What the fuck?
What is that thing?
Right. So, two things before they completely forgotten. In regards to Castiel, his human form said it was like being strapped to a meteor going at the speed of light. And also, that I meant to make the comment earlier, when I was like, you know, he's like Thancred, but you're like, yeah, Thancred's better looking. Except in Heaven's Word, where everybody's better looking than Thancred. Why did he have that eye patch?
Because he was trying to blend in, Zach. He was in his broody stage.
If this means what I think it does, then Sid has some explaining to do.
Good, you got some explaining to do.
Why? Because he knows Benedicta, or...
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Thought so.
Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Get him. There, boy. You better be on your way, Sid. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of trouble.
Build him in the stagger stage.
Nice. Chirada.
Yeah, not been used.
You've got some fight in you, even for a branded.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
So, Sidolphus, remind me, why was it that you betrayed your kingdom? I asked you a question, Lord Commander.
Why?
Ooh.
Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
Always something, isn't there?
And she's gone. Did she say where she was going?
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me. So, it wasn't about bearers at all. They were looking for a dominant.
Yeah, that's right. Thought we were hiding the bastard. Like any of us would keep a monster like that under our roof. Oh, no offence.
When no one talked, they started rounding up everyone with a brand. And then everyone without one and all.
And locked you in the cellar, hoping sooner or later someone would break. You know, things might have been different if you'd accepted my invitation.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Dion the Bold, whose tamed worms 1,000 and slain the tenfold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes turned tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it slanders the deep. The skies over storm breaks for
Listen, Clive. Revenge won't bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing. But now I can.
What are you supposed
I
to do?
can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul.
You hope.
After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible. Yet here we find the Empire's cornerstone teetering on the backs of a handful of cowards and cutthroats. Well, Bahamut may lead 100 full legions. Could it be that the young prince defends a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze? Tell me something. Why do you not resist? Within you lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift. Perhaps you're distracted. My offer still stands. Join us and you will be treated with the respect one of our kind deserves.
Lord Margrace, don't!
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
Clive. Wake up. Gav's back.
Canovant.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the Royalists. The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Including the Dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, when you put it that way. Suppose I'd better scout ahead for any surprises. Don't you let him down.
God.
I won't.
You know what?
All right.
Shall we?
Okay, so because I'm dealing with a delay, obviously, right?
Uh-huh.
The thing is, though, is that when you see the scenes, it's in sync for you.
Right.
For me, it's worse dubbing than the original Godzilla.
Oof.
There's like a full, like, second and a half of dead air.
Mm.
This doesn't say that she's the dominant, though.
Maybe she's blessed by Garuda then?
Yeah.
But everybody also keeps calling her Our Lady of the Wind, so maybe it's because we haven't like fully confirmed that she's the dominant, like we haven't seen her
I'm
turn.
guessing. Oh no, that's right, never mind. Do you want to read this?
An imperial stronghold located among the southern fringes of Thembraquois territory, far from its capital of Oriflame. It occupies a key strategic position
Is that
adjacent the
how it's
Crystal
exactly
Belt
pronounced? It's exactly how it's pronounced.
and is suitably, formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls, there are living quarters, a church, a gaol, and
Jail.
sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege.
It's jail.
No, Gale is G. Oh, is it supposed to be jail?
Yes, it's jail. That's what I'm saying. Jail.
Well, that's a G, so not a J.
It's pronounced like a J.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha. All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
You can keep going though. I'll pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Now that's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
At this hour?
He's the owner of the tavern, and our best hope of getting a decent night's kip.
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Could never have too many. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price. I hope it's to your liking. I trust it's all here. Here's what we agreed on. Good day.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example.
Okay.
People will see that at once.
And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution
I mean, you
to
didn't
your
have to say
dilemma.
it, but yeah.
As a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues. May the mothers guide you.
The
This might be
mothers.
Imperial land.
Who?
But here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
And that's all you can remember.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
I like how I walk up to these people, and first guy is like, "Oh, it seems he's taking a liking to you. You know, thank you for what you did, blah blah blah." The other person is like, "Oh, you must be important," clearly showing disinterest.
Yeah.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
That's just my face.
It's called resting bitch face.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant,
But
Why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon he has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you. You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish. Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road south, then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Appreciate your help with the Royalists' barricade earlier. We'll see to the rest.
I love this situation of what's like you and the person that you hate the most and that hates you the most just so happen to genuinely care about the same cause.
yeah. Where's Torgal? Where's my dog? There he is. There's the boy. Pet him. You get an achievement if you pet him 5 times.
You like that, don't you?
Got it.
Do it again. Yeah!
Fetch!
Torgal is a good boy.
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Care Northern. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
We are.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care that have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises, at least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Clive out here throwing shade. Hitting Sid with the side eye.
Told you.
There, boy! Give them all you've got. Sick 'em, Torgal. Stay down!
Man, once Clive and Sid get into like a rhythm of actually like cooperating, like jolly cooperation level, and like
What are the royalists thinking?
just have been
Why
like
take a
hanging out with
stronghold
each
they've no
other
chance
long
of
enough.
holding?
I bet they could
When
pull
they've
off
no
some
intention of
fucking
holding it.
mean ass combos.
The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
There they are! Just get 'em, boy!
Portal 2.
Yeah.
They could do something like they could do something like Jesus. Like
I love that
from the Avenger movie. Like I'm saying that Sid, Clive, and Torgal could pull off Get Out.
Yeah.
I'll tell your lady you tried.
Damn.
Damn, Sid.
Cairnorvins. Hard nut to crack.
You're dead, and I'm gonna fuck your bitch.
I don't care who else is in there.
Yeah, Clive, we know. Man, you know what Clive reminds me of?
No mistakes.
He reminds me of Astinian. Back when Astinian was kind of an asshole.
Over here.
Yeah.
You know what to do, boy. Stay down.
When he was like,
Keep your distance, boy.
special eyes. Oh, yours. I saw a tweet that earlier said that in every Final Fantasy game, Sid is a DILF. And I was like, I don't know about 15 there, bud. I don't know about that one.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are.
Ah, an idealist.
The world isn't ready for a place like that.
Yeah.
So, until it is, I use the power I've been
I mean, I
given
feel
to
like
show
that's
people
kind of
there
Sid
is
in every game, though. Also, Sid in Final Fantasy X and X-2 was not a DILF either. Sorry, I'm still caught up on that. He was some punk-ass kid. That guy is blind as a motherfucker.
So, tell me about this, Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda.
So she is
Warden
the
of the
dominant.
Wind.
Hey?
Hmm?
I love how kind of in sync they are. Like, all Sid had to be was like, hey, and Clive was like, I bet, let's go. Garuda. Wonder if the Garuda fight here is gonna be as tedious as the one in 14.
I think the icon fights, I think they're really simple but giantly cinematic.
Yeah, probably.
Like, we don't want to make a complicated fight, we want to make a flashy fight.
Yeah.
We just make the fight really fucking long.
We don't want a Final Fantasy 14 fight.
The Eastern Territories all but belong
We just
to
want
the
their
Orcs.
cinematic.
Who?
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
I think they just said Thonlon.
Oh, she's fucking the king.
You banging the king? Yeah, the aloof and unshakable Barnabas Farmer, first of his name, few can meet his steely gaze without flinching. I mean, he just looks like a dude to me.
Final Fantasy. He's perfect.
Now I gotta look up who his voice actor is just because I'm curious. Damn, I can't believe Benedicta is banging the king, bro. Fucking wild. Let's see. What's his name? Fucking Barnabas?
Yeah. The Kingdom of
Barnabas.
Lude. The sole surviving nation in Ash, Lude has its capital in Dunyer, home to another crystal of Drake's Spine. Warlike land, its considerable military might serves to keep neighboring countries at bay. Not all are deterred, however, and the constant need to fight off herds of beastmen prevents the royalists from launching a full incursion into Storm. Orcs.
Oh my god, Zach, guess who it is? Catman from Shadowbringers.
Who?
Catman, the one that was all over Y'shtola. Magnus.
Oh! Oh, yeah, okay, no, I was like... Got it.
Also happens to be Luke Skywalker in the Skywalker saga, Lego Star Wars.
Ah, of course.
Just FYI.
What a role! Like, what a fucking resume that is. So I worked on a Star Wars game. I worked on a mainline Final Fantasy game. I also worked on an award-winning online Final Fantasy game.
I was also in Thomas and Friends, the 1984 TV show for Thomas the Tank Engine. Battlefield Bad Company.
That's all. Oh, that's all he's gotta
And
say.
Bad Company 2.
That's all he's gotta. He's gonna go listen. I was the original Thomas the Tank Engine.
Swallows more
No,
of the
he wasn't
realm
Thomas.
with each
He was
passing
Jack
day.
and Porter.
The land starved of the ether
Oh, the way
that
you
gives
said
it
it
life.
sounded like
And as the fringes fade, the
I said he
people
was in
flock
it.
to the mother crystals.
And then you said
desperate for their
as,
blessing.
and you went Thomas.
The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the
He
dominants,
does sound like Magnus.
that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Zidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege.
Bitch.
I serve you, and you alone.
They're really playing with that
I
M rating.
somehow doubt
First
that,
entered
ma'am.
these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if you would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours.
Also, are you
is
jealous,
the only
bud?
hand I need.
Because, I mean,
Now
honestly.
and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
He sounds like lightning. Which means she sounds like
One of
Liara.
our sentries has failed to report, milady.
Her? It's
Your
not
orders?
her.
Pull them
I
in
know
back
it's
inside the
not.
care, Geralf.
That
He is here,
at that end there with the whole
Have them
whispering.
lead Sid and his little
He had a
pet
very
to the chapel.
lightning
I shall entertain them there.
inflection.
So you've come for me after all.
He's coming to whoop your ass. But that's fine. Oh, remember, she's one of the Vera sisters.
Yeah.
All clear.
I forgot that I'd already looked her up. Crawling around in the poo water.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
It is a really cool fucking trick.
It
Mage
is.
Light's awesome, bro.
We should
No,
start
you
with the
can't
dungeons.
light
They may be holding the
I was just thinking the
barracks
same thing. I was like, oh, we can light these. But...
As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
in here.
Oh, that was so
They're all empty.
And you're gonna give up?
Sid, this gate.
Need some help.
Do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting.
Okay, that's
At your leisure, Clive.
What? Love Sid so much, bro. He's perfect.
so. I will give the PlayStation controller this. It has neat features that would be nice on the Xbox One. But the triggers, I don't know if the shoulder buttons do it, but the triggers can be dynamically set to be more resistant at certain points. So those, me holding the trigger down, the trigger became stiffer and stiffer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Sony was a bunch of, like, massive fucking C-words.
Mhm.
I also heard that the FTC hearing thing was not going that great initially, but then I think Phil turned it around, like, the second day or whatever. I haven't heard anything since.
I wouldn't be surprised if for the first day they purposely went on kind of like a take a hit thing, so that they can
Fake
come
out.
take all their stuff and come back up.
Well, because from what it sounds like, is like Phil laid out exactly what had been like going on, like how much of a bit Sony's being, and then like, and then he's like, well, how is her, like, because he was saying that like the money that Sony was saving by doing something like sending third-party kits or something like that, the money that they saved by doing that, they were turning around and buying exclusivity away from Xbox. And I'm like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that, but not this court. I mean, the court probably knows too, but you have to argue it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, especially because here's the problem. Okay, so here's the thing, right? It recently came out that the head of Xbox or Microsoft, I guess it'd be Microsoft, who's probably doing the acquisition. There's an email that got leaked into December the year before they announced the purchase or something like that. So a month before the purchase, talking about how he would like to buy them in order to push PlayStation out of the market.
yeah.
But Microsoft's argument is that was something that came out a month before this acquisition even was underway officially.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like a day or two before or whatever. But also at the same time, I think it was just announced that like game dev like refused like a $600,000 deal for exclusivity rights for a year or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like you're going like, oh, you know, they'll make everything exclusive, and now here's the thing: you trying to get exclusivity of the thing. So you're actively participating in the thing that you're arguing against.
Right, and that would be my whole fucking argument. Like, okay, well, how is this any different? Like, how is what you're saying I'm going to do, which is not what I'm going to do, by the way, any different than what Sony's business practices are right now?
Yeah.
Like, you have several instances of them buying exclusivity for 6 months to a year.
And especially, you can also argue the fact, like, we have offered a deal that guarantees, you know, that we would still publish all the Activision's games on PlayStation as well, and they turned it down.
Yeah. Well, and Phil also testified under oath. He's like, yeah, no, we're still, like, even when we acquire Activision, we're still going to publish to Sony. Like, we're not gonna take it away from them. Like, I'm pretty sure he testified that under oath.
And like, the thing is, like, it doesn't make sense financially
for them to do exclusivity.
Yeah, because, like, yes,
right.
Because here's the thing: is that yes, you will in fact get people to buy your console. However, the amount that you get is not going to be equal to the entirety of the, you know, other company. So, like, yeah, so if you make something permanently exclusive out of, you know, 18 million players, as an example, you might lose 600,000.
Well, and like, I mean, it depends too. It's like, you know, if you convert even half of that number over to Xbox, that's great. But just because you don't convert the other half that stay on Sony, you're still getting the money from them buying the game.
Yeah.
So
Like,
you're
it's just
still
like,
making a profit.
it's like, do you,
Exclusivity in games has never made sense to me.
you know, like, obviously, hardware limitations, I understand.
Yeah, no. I mean, like consoles. So consoles specifically, right?
Yeah.
Xbox and Sony, and PC, right? All of those are kind of lumped together. And I don't really see a reason why
PC.
Nintendo.
Okay, no, okay, never mind.
Like Nintendo could cross over into the PC space without using like
The reason
emulators and stuff.
The reason people have like I believe they've tried to like do that like in court or something like that, like basically saying that they have a monopoly on their games, like their style of games, because they always go after other companies that mimic them. And that they would make more money by being public. And Nintendo actually showed that no, they ran the numbers, and it would take something like 50 years to become profitable again.
Well, but like what I mean is, I don't really see how. I want to know how they ran their numbers though, because not everybody has the money to buy a $200 handheld console system, right? Not everybody has money to buy a Nintendo Switch. Also, especially if you already have a $3,000 computer.
Yeah.
So, would you rather take the L on not having an entire, consumer base just because you don't offer it on other things, or would you rather spend the extra money on your game to make sure that you could still like include that consumer base that you didn't initially have and charge $60, and
so
you would make the money back.
The way that I believe it was done, legally speaking, is the Zelda games, the CDI and a couple of Mario games that were on CDI and on PC, just how the quality was so diminished that in the end they lost money on it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying though, is like, spend the extra money to optimize it, right? And then if you open up those games to like an entire consumer base that you didn't have already, yes, it's going to take time for that money to reimburse itself, or for you to make that money. But then after that, it's all profit. Because once you have the technology, it should just be tweaking it every few years, just like they do with consoles.
Well, that's why they're doing the whole mobile.
Yeah, but then again, mobile games fucking suck.
Yeah, but they can do exactly what you just described very easily. Also, Pokemon Go made them like over $3 billion in a year or something like that, so...
That is true. That is true. But see, and then that's the other thing too, is like, why not expand into multiple things like that? Mobile gaming, PC gaming, both of those together, on top of the fact is if you keep the subscription option, with PC and mobile, there's going to be more people subscribing to your monthly service on top of buying the game.
Yeah.
So I don't see how that math does not work out unless it's like gonna be like, unless their system is that fucked up to where it would take like hundreds of thousands of dollars just to revamp the system. Like, I can't imagine it's that bad, but at the same time, I don't know. Oh shit. Because, like, okay, how much is the Nintendo subscription service? Is it like 15 or does it just
10 or 15?
Huh? $15?
It's either 10 or 15.
Okay. So let's say, for example, that it took $500,000 for them to optimize their system, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you divide that by, we'll say $15. Oops. So that would mean that 333,333 people would have to jump on that bandwagon. But that's only if we're counting subscriptions. We're not counting people that are just buying the $60 games or $80 games or whatever the fuck they are now.
Yeah.
So, and then if you turn around and divide that by 60, right? That's 555 people. So, like, if you have 555 people that all subscribe and are buying, and they also buy, let's say, Mario, both of the most recent Legend of Zeldas, and fucking Bayonetta. Fuck it, I don't care. So that, let's see, 60, 120, 180, was that 240?
What was it?
60 times 4. Be 240,
yeah,
right?
240, yeah.
Yeah. So if you had 555 people, right, that both bought the subscription, right, and bought just those 4 games, that's almost $2 million.
Yeah.
So like I mean, obviously things are more expensive and the manufacture cost is going to go up, but like I feel like after a certain period of time, the amount of money that you're going to accumulate off of people buying these things, because obviously they're coming out with a new Mario game, right? They're coming out with the revamped Mario RPG, right? They come out with a new fucking Mario Party just about every 2 or so years. Fucking Mario Kart all the time. Legend of Zelda.
It's hitting a new DLC.
Bayonetta. What, they got like Pikmin and shit too, right?
Yeah.
So like, they have a plethora of games that have a even if it is one of the more niche games, they still have a fan base.
Yeah. It's
even if like only 1,000 people bought Bayonetta, right, for $60, that's $60,000.
Yeah.
Or whatever that math comes out to. I don't know. Math's not my strong suit.
Maybe $60,000.
Yeah. You know, that's $60,000 just off of one fucking game. I would love to see like how they calculated their numbers, and obviously there's going to be stuff that like I don't know, like I don't know what goes into that, because obviously you're going to be, you know, getting charged for like marketing and all that stuff, but everybody knows Nintendo because it's such a like, it's such a pillar brand that you wouldn't have to do that much marketing for it.
Which I think is why they're expanding also.
Yeah. Because by refusing to expand, you lose money because you're not interacting with an entire consumer base. Or it could be that the consumer sees the ads and knows Nintendo and wants to, but because capitalism fucking sucks, they can't afford it because it's a fucking $200. I don't even remember how much it is. You know.
It's over. It's Sid.
And
Especially when
even
it
if they
comes
had
to-
the even if they had the $200, you know, why would they buy a Nintendo console that only works for Nintendo games and Nintendo eShop games when they could save a little extra money and buy the Steam Deck? You know.
Which also, one of the biggest things that people bring up is the fact that Nintendo has horrendous game presentation standards, as in they don't.
They do. They
right.
really do.
So, you know, the Nintendo Wii shop went offline. There were games on there that you can no longer legally acquire.
Right.
It is literally impossible to get them legally now.
Yeah. Which is also really silly. Like, because people still have Wii. You know? People still have that shit. And, like, if it was something like, let's say the PlayStation 2, right? Because the PlayStation 2, quite a few consoles back, like, we've upgraded the technology so much since then that it's just phased out. It's cool to have, like, retro, but at the same time, that only has physical copies of stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Outside of homeowner modifying the system.
Yeah, exactly. Is this gonna be the Benedicta fight?
What the hell happened here?
I think we spent
Your
more time talking
fucking
about this than
girl,
we've actually
Glenn.
done in
Little late
regards
for
to paying
prayer, isn't
attention.
it?
Do I seem so desperate as to grovel at the feet of a false god?
Flat.
I was waiting for you.
Not for too long, I hope. All this for a midnight chat. Well, let's chat then. Where are the men and women you took from Lost Wing?
You mean where's the dominant? Well,
I'm gonna be watching on my phone, but I'll be right back.
Indefinitely. Come back to me, Sidolphus. I need you. Think of all the things we can create together. The world that we can build.
You need me? Your king needs me. I'm all for building a new world. Just not his. That bastard's dreams are as twisted as his promises are false. And I want no part of them.
King Barnabas saved you, and this is how you speak of him. Have you no shred of loyalty?
What? To a leader who'd use me? Like he uses you.
You know nothing of me, Sidolphus.
You're right. I don't know who you are anymore. Or what you want. I only know what you used to say. That you were tired of running. That you just wanted to be free. Free of it all. You weren't lying to me then, so what changed? What made you think you had to sacrifice who you were to get what you wanted?
Sacrifice. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
If there's no shame, then why do you feel so sorry for yourself?
A rousing speech, Lord Commander. I was a fool to believe you might have changed. The only person I feel sorry for is you! I can't do this anymore. If you would stand between our liege and his dream, then you leave me no choice. Goodbye, Sidolphus.
Stand back, Clive. Your move.
Can I really just oi her?
Finish them.
What the fuck?
Well, Sid. At least it's not 3 against 1. Get him! Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy.
Hey.
Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Get him! You know what to do, boy. Get him! She doesn't look happy, Torgal. Come on. Too slow. Give them all you've got, boys. Not this time. Sick of Torgal.
Oh, for staggering.
Not this time. Get him! Sick of Torgal! Sid, are you all right?
Do I look all right?
God damn it.
Benedicta will be on her way to collect the Dominant, if she hasn't already. You can't afford to let them leave. Remember, she has wings, you don't.
What about you?
Before or after I catch my breath?
Sorry. Come on, Torgal.
You grow wings yet? Then you'd better start climbing those stairs. They'll sit guard here. Do you want her to take the Dominant? Move! Do you want her to take the Dominant? Move!
Going portal. And refuse help.
She must be here somewhere.
Ah. You know what? I don't need the money boost right now.
Withdrawal has been signaled.
Ad Imperio!
Get him!
There, boy! Don't let them get away! I'm running out of tower.
Our lady wants us gone before sunrise.
Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy! Keep your distance, boy.
Oh boy, a potion.
Get him!
Come back.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, guys.
Give them all you've got, boys. Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal.
I love how Torgal comes in with the fucking Sonic the Hedgehog attack.
You really do re-roll that, I mean.
Stay down. Get him.
Torgal really said, gotta go fast. I fucking love Clive. It's like, yeah, dude, she's got wings, and Clive's just like, motherfucker, she probably done flew off this motherfucking tower.
You're a big man.
That's very cool, man.
Sick of Torgal.
You know, is that you?
Oh, that's a lot of fire.
Well, that is a lot of fire.
Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Get him, boy. Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Sick of Torgal.
He sounds like an old man from fucking Happy Meals.
Yeah, he does.
Alright, Torgal, let's get the fuck out of here.
Guess we're all ready.
Come on, Benedicta. Where you at, girl?
Okay, I want to kill my dog pets.
Sick of Torgal! Get him! Over here. Keep your distance, boy. That's better.
Benedicta's like fucking Nero.
Finally.
They're both like, well, I mean, depending on if you're part of that ship or not. The number of people that are like, oh, dude, Sid and Nero are just like an old married couple.
And less from you. This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why cast your lot with such
Your sisters suck
undesirables?
dick.
If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
You know exactly what I want. Hand over the dominant, and I'll leave you in peace.
You would dare to make demands of me. Know your place, little lamb. Fool is the shepherd who heeds every bleat of the flock. And I will suffer yours no longer. Must I spell it out for you, Branded? No one is listening. No one at all! Ah! Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
Not this time. Sick of Torgal! There, boy!
That one creates like a singularity.
Get him! There, boy! Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal! There, boy! Get him, boy! Where is he? I won't ask again.
I mean, faster than the wind.
You pay for that. There's no one to save you now.
Bitch. I'm not the one that's needing fucking saving here in a minute, bitch. Come down from there. I will fuck you up. That one's more like two-thirds.
This time. Not this time.
Up, down, up, down.
We're getting called like Bayonetta like that.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Yeah, I'm just outrunning it this time.
Time to join your pet.
I'll bury it together.
And stay down.
You missed, bitch.
Don't touch me. You disgust me.
Torgal's like, my boy, you see? Didn't fucking finish me off, bitch. You done shoulda. Grass is grass now.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've seen this part. This Torgal comes in and is like, bitch. Garuda, I'm not gonna lie, your Dominus putting up a pretty piss poor fight, if I'm totally honest with you.
Keep your distance, boy. Get him.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you, Paul!
Oh yeah? Yeah. Watch your health. I fucked up. Should have done that.
Get him. Over here.
Do another nosedive, bitch, and see what happens. Stupid.
Yeah.
We should probably quit after this fight, just FYI.
You are but a branded! How? How did you do it? How did you even survive? How?
The answer is simple, Benedicta. He was fighting for something he believed in.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
We've played your games. Now tell me where he is.
Who? What are you?
Oh.
Why?
It's like, hey, yo, Clive, what the fuck are you doing? Dog? How was that?
Clive!
Enough of this. What? She's gone.
Damn.
What's happening?
Clive,
Give her back.
yeah, boy.
Give her back.
No.
My lady!
Where is she? Where is Garuda? What have you done to me? What have you done?
Hey, my lady, we need you here. What the hell is going on?
Her power,
Oracle. Yeah, run, bitch.
took it from her. How'd you do that?
You think he knows?
I hope the bear has found a way out. Clive, this place is ready to collapse, and I'd rather not be here when it does. If your dominant started this fire, and I'm betting he did, he'll be long gone.
Damn it all.
Oh.
Oof. What's cooking? Other than people.
What was that?
I created a diversion as commanded, Your Grace. The villagers escaped in the confusion. As should we.
Yes.
Fly that here. Your Garuda? Our Garuda.
No, he really said mine.
My
You made
yoink.
this?
Morning has broken.
I made this.
And here come the cavalry, itching to butcher the bastards who made them miss their morning gruel. Come on. If they catch us leaving a burning care, people might jump to conclusions.
Right.
Might. I find it like I know obviously it's going to have to it's gonna oh, so it claimed a portion. Only a portion. See, so where oh my god. He's literally Aether and Lumine.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Also, it was only a portion. He's not. So, can he just like all of the fucking essences?
Yeah, he's the Avatar.
Oh shit.
That's a lot of rings. That's 4, 5.
Okay, but think about how many icons we're going to be dealing with. So we've already got Phoenix. So we've got Phoenix. We've got Garuda. We're going to get Titan. We're probably going to get Shiva. I'm pretty sure Bahamut's in here somewhere. So that's 5. Leviathan, I think, was 1. I mean, we have Ramu, but we haven't just
Yeah,
slurped
no,
that
I
one
know.
yet.
I know.
I'm trying to think from my log of Final Fantasy 14 icons. So it was Ifrit, Leviathan, Titan, Garuda.
No.
You don't still have it, do you?
Shiva.
No.
I think I
What do you mean, no?
That's not the order they.
I can feel it.
Stop talking about the order. I'm just naming them off. was the last one I said?
Ifrit? No.
No, Ifrit was first. So Ifrit, Leviathan, Titan, Garuda, Shiva, Ramu, Bahamut. That's 7. Obviously Phoenix.
Odin would be 1.